Oh, wow. I don't know if this is going to do the stream very much in the way of favor. Cities 2 does not have a large number of viewers right now, but that's okay. That means I'll be number 1 in the category in all likelihood. Okay. That's all right. I've been wanting to get back to it anyway. How are you doing, Unstar? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you've got good plans for the weekend coming up. It's a long weekend for the Canadians hanging out here. I have no special plans. I did some shopping today, so I'm pretty much covered for the weekend since I won't be able to shop again until Tuesday. Hey, Dizzy, how's it going? Good to see you. We saw the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Oh my god, I saw that in the movie theater on Star when it first came out. It was a thing. It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. It was better than I expected it to be. But man, it was a thing. Does it? Here's the question though. Does it hold up? Very nostalgic, lots of fun. That's wild. I think it does. It's goofy, but it always was. Yes, it very much was. It was probably doubly goofy for me because it was very much it it kind of existed in a world that spun off from the cartoon series, and I had never really watched the cartoons at all. I was only familiar with the graphic novels. So it seemed a little bit weird and a little bit off and a little bit strange and very goofy, and probably more so than for people who were familiar with the cartoons. I'm sure it was a little bit less of a shock for those folks. Okay, where did we leave off? We are in the wrong city because I played offline. This is Lake Mystic. This is an off-stream playthrough. We want to be in Lincroft. Oh, and I also, now that I think about it, I probably don't want to be playing in 4K. I did put it back to 4K as well. Yeah, we're already overloading the encoder. I only saw the graphic novels much later. You grew up with the TV cartoon series? Yeah. Apologies for the frame rate. Just give me half a moment. I'm going to fix it. Go. Moment until game. Okay. Should be caught up now. Let's get the game launched now that it's set to 1080. Okay. That looks like it's going better. You're right. I had been playing offline, and so I put it back to 4K, and I didn't switch it back to 1080 afterwards. So that's my bad. I tried to fix it on the fly, but It seems that it required a full restart of the game, but that's okay. At least this game is pretty quick to restart. Oh, another thing to note, I finally gave in. It has begun. I do have a few mods installed. So we'll have to see how this goes. Alright. Oh, man. We are still pretty early in the city's history, aren't we? Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna try breaking up a few of these things. Let me... What the heck? AMZ, thank you so much. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we switched over to City Skylines because I just finished everything that I needed to do in Fallout 3. So I'm going to have to think about what we're going to do for Fallout Fridays going forward. Just being a little silly with the tools here. Oh, doubly silly because I just realized I don't have any demand for industrial at the moment. Oh well, that's okay. Fallout 4 will happen. I think I'm going to hold off on that a little bit, though. I'm kind of curious about some of the other games that we've got lined up that might fit the Fallout-esque sort of description. Things like the Metro series and Stalker and Wasteland and all of those. Freak Out Fridays and you play a game you'd normally never play? What did you have in mind, Tianmar? Also, it's good to see you, Tianmar. What's going on? I have them all, but I play Fallout 4 pretty much every time. 3, AMZ, honestly, play 3 sometime. Do it. Just load it up and play it. It is really, honestly, so good. It's really, really good. I had forgotten just how good it is. Fallout Shelter. I could do that. I have it on Steam as well as on mobile. I mean, that's a possibility, but I get bored of it so quickly. I don't think I could sustain an entire stream of it. Okay, population's shrinking a little bit, but our money is going up. That's pretty good. What are we looking like in terms of services? I can't afford a high school, but I can afford the upkeep, I think. Yes, I can. So if we can get the cash together to put together a high school, that's probably one of the next things we need to do. Oh, actually, we need road maintenance and possibly fire department, if I remember correctly. The music in City Skylines 2 is so good anyhow, that's true. I have no idea, really, just spitballing a name sounds good. I am actually thinking I'll dip my toes into horror a little bit more this year, closer to Halloween. I have some thoughts about that. FromSoft Fridays would also be an option. I don't know about FromSoft. I could possibly see maybe playing, what's it called? That old ring thingy. Pretty sure that's its official title. Maybe not the popular title. I could maybe see that being an option. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I watch it periodically, and I honestly find that game to be really, really boring a lot of the time. Probably one of those games that's a lot more fun to play than it is to watch. Oldest ring, yes. But since it's had its expansion content come out recently, people have been playing it again. And they have been playing, or at least the people that I've been watching have been playing magic builds. And I will confess that looks a lot more fun than what I was originally seeing when it first came out, just flat out at launch. Okay. Return to the Ring? Yes. That's the one. Full Metal Fridays and you only play shooters? Don't tempt me with a good time, man. You put that on me, and I am likely to go and do another replay of the Half-Life series. So we're mostly just waiting on cash. I think our need for road maintenance outweighs our need for fire, and it looks like we can afford road maintenance now, which is kind of nice. So let's come up here. Yeah, that's what was going on. It was just called Poplar Street, which is a little weird. One of the mods I've got installed automatically names stuff for you. Which is kind of cool, but it's going to take a little getting used to because I thought it was going to be a little smarter about how it renames. It's, in my mind, it's not really much of an improvement if it literally just completely replaces the name with 100% the name of the street that it's on and nothing else. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep that mod. That's not useful to me. It still requires editing the name. I don't know that really brings a lot to the table. Fantastic Friday and only fantasy games allowed? See, that's less appealing to me in a way. I love me some fantasy, don't get me wrong. Fantasy is fantastic. But sci-fi is where my heart lives always. Okay, so the roads are looking significantly better, except for Primrose Street here. By definition, yes, fantasy is fantastic. True.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Fictional Fridays, and you only theoretically stream, but never really do.
Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate on the formal structure of the symphonic work. For our newer, less able listeners, first, we will be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower largo movement, finally, then savoring the vivacious antipasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so
North
my wife
Pole
tells me.
paper,
That's
or
good
North
for
Notes
business
paper.
and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, that's right.
We'll be
That's
back
the forestry area.
We're
remember.
live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to upgrade the rest of Summit Street here. put a few mixed uses in there. They're not going to develop yet because we don't have the demand for it, but eventually they will fill in. But as for what we actually are going to do with Fridays, my plan is more like something, you could call it maybe a Fallout-esque Friday. I mean, there is always, of course, Fallout 4. And I would like to play Fallout 4 again. But we've got a lot of games that are related to Fallout or thematically very compatible and or similar to Fallout. Things like the Wasteland series, which is actually like a brother or sister, like a sibling series to the Fallout series. There's actually a very interesting interrelated history between Wasteland and Fallout. There's also the Metro series, which I've been curious about for a long, long time now, and I have most of the games, but I've never played any of them. People keep telling me that I would really enjoy those, so that's a serious possibility. There is... what's the other one? Oh, the Stalker series. Shadow of Chernobyl, and isn't there like another 1 or 2 games in that series as well? That's another one that I've been curious about for a long time, but never actually played. Very, very sort of post-apocalyptic shootery type of game that I think I would really enjoy and would kind of fit the bill pretty nicely. I'm starting to think I might need to upgrade this to process the trash a little faster. I don't think I can do that at the moment. That's kind of a shame. To jump back to the beginning, always nice to catch a stream, but I only woke up very early and should try to sleep some more, so I'm gonna lurk. No worries, Tianmar. You do what you gotta do. I don't suppose I can... Distance too long. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is kind of cool. Can I actually get away with this? Hang on. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, no, no, no. No, no. I don't know why this never occurred to me before. Efficiency 25%. Mail handling -5%. Service budget -75%. Okay. Reasonable, honestly. Wait, spawnable building candidates? Here are all the name candidates. You can select them to replace the existing name? What the hell is that? Oh, okay, this is mod content. King Lane Road. That's part of that renaming mod. Okay, interesting. Oh, now this is starting to become a bit of an issue. That's fun. This, however, this is under my control. This I think I can deal with. Why will it not get rid of these freaking lights? Oh, it did get rid of the lights. Okay. Now can we get rid of that? There we go. Thank you. Fan Fiction Fridays, only heavily modded games allowed? Isn't that just normal stream? I don't know if that really helped a whole lot. It is. Ah, crap. Oh, 3-minute warning, guys, looks like. Milestone 6, Boomtown. Congratulations, you are moving ahead very nicely. Let's get highways. Sacred Entry, how's it going? Welcome on in. Good to see you. We'll get the Fire Watch Tower. We'll get park maintenance. We'll get large parks. And that's about it, I think. Futuristic Friday. See Fantastic Friday, but reverse, so sci-fi only. That would work for me. Why are these guys stopping? Oh my god, why? No. No. Not these either. There we go.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please
Okay, that
exercise
looks like it's
caution if you
working
must
better.
drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're listening to Second Moon Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already
I
been
think I
dispatched,
decided
and traffic
this one
flow should
needed
return to
traffic
normal.
lights.
But if you're
Okay,
planning
so
a
let's
quick
keep
trip
those.
out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're
All right.
in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
How we doing here? 56 of 100 patients. Yikes. It's gotta be because of the air pollution caused by my industry over here, just wafting over the residential areas here. That's easily my biggest blunder in this whole city. Honestly, I kind of regret that, and we'll probably end up moving this eventually. Right now, let's set up a few more offices. Oh, but let us also save the game, and we are going to take another quick break. So if you guys need to get up and grab some food or a drink or a snack or anything like that, this is a very good time to do it. I will meet you back here in about 3.5 to 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll meet you back here in just a few. All right, I am back. 4X Friday, self-explained. Also, I am bad at lurking, no problem. I kind of like that one, honestly. I do love me some Civilization. I love Stellaris. And there are a few other games that I've got in my library, like Humankind and The Old World, that are fantastic examples of the genre as well. Thank you, Ansara. Oh, that's what I could have done. There we go. Now it looks like we've got new options. Yeah. Oh, right. I just took the highway option. So we have lots of options now. Excellent. So maybe what we're gonna do, what is that? That's a 4-lane highway? We're gonna do nothing is what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna mess something up badly if I do it.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening.
I suppose one thing I could do to try and combat
And
the
on to our main
health
feature
crisis
story.
we've got going
The
on,
commercial district
I
is
could
booming,
start
as
replacing
the
some of
area is
this,
attracting more high-end stores,
the industrial
bringing the
stuff
latest
with
in
more
luxury to our
residential
neighborhood.
until
You
it
can
gives me
now
some
shop for
residential
designer
demand.
shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
And if it doesn't come back, if we don't get any more industrial demand, offices. Now, I think what I'll do is we've got... Okay, so that area there, that is forestry. What maybe I will do... upgrade that. Both parts of that. Oh, that's kind of abysmal, though. Hang on a second here. It's a little better. Might have to turn off the tutorial messages again soon. So we've got this. I think I'm gonna put in... no. No. See, I like that. I really don't want the crosswalk, though. Ugh, hate it. I don't love that either, but it works, so we're gonna leave it there. And hey, we've already got industrial building up here. Not too bad, not too bad. How big is it though? Oh, that's a full-size thing. That's okay. We'll leave it like that. It'll be okay. What's the worst that can happen? Now we've got some more residential demand. This is going to take a while to repopulate, because I think the reason this is not built, even though we do have the demand, is because the industrial that has been there has left its mark on the ground in the form of pollution. The ground is getting polluted, yep, I'm aware. It'll clear up, though. It will clear up eventually. And what we can do in the meantime is go right over here. Just gonna plant a whole bunch of trees. They will suck up the pollution. And we'll just gradually see if we can remove this entire industrial park and shift it up this way. And in fact, $221K. We're starting to almost get to like a profitable state with the money here. In the short term, this isn't going to help a whole lot. We've got people living on the fringes with these gigantic smokestacks spewing right onto them. But in the nearer term, I think, or you know, the midterm, say, I think it'll work out for the best. Let's get in here and carefully curate what kinds of move-ins we get. We're still okay up here, or at least okay-ish. I really do have to wonder where these people think they're walking to, but, you know, whatever works for you. Are they literally just walking out of the city? Destination 2-lane one-way highway. They're moving away on foot. Wow. I mean, I guess if you have no other option, you gotta do what you gotta do. Also got the park maintenance department and large parks, which is pretty cool. And we got the fire watch tower. Can I have... Oh, I can afford a firehouse, or at least, you know, fire department. That's wild. Okay. Firefighting. It's almost like this is going to be a city that has full amenities, full basic services of the types
You're
you
back with Second Moon Radio,
expect
your second musical home
in a
from home.
civilized
So settle
community.
back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight we are doing a musical tour of Italia, land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business
There we
is
go.
doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
I think we just heard that. Firehouse. Interesting. So candidates include Spruce Street, the road that it's on, Spruce Street and Laurel Street intersection, Spruce Street and Chester Street intersection, so that's Laurel over here, this is Chester. Just Laurel Street, just Chester Street. Can name it for the Rock Musician Mansion. Spruce Street and Rock Musician Mansion, Police Station, Spruce Street and Police Station, Emerson Medical Clinic, Spruce Street and Emerson Medical Clinic, Chester Plaza. Actually, I like that one. Let's go with that one. That's kind of cool. Now, where was that rock musician house? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so... I'm going to call this Laurel Mansion after the street name. Still a lot of demand for residential. our income has taken a little bit of a hit. Oh, come on, Steam. You don't need to ping me. That was not an achievement. It's telling me the summer sale is on, as if I don't already know. Actually, that does remind me, though, folks. I do have to make an effort not to spend much money during the summer sale, but I couldn't resist spending at least a bit. I found Near Replicant on sale. And that was a thing I could not pass up. So I do have Near Replicant now. And I think we're going to be adding that into the rotation in the future. It's a game, honestly, I've been kind of curious about for a while, but Lunity has been streaming it recently, and it looks really, really, really good, and definitely like something that I really need to play. So we're going to do that, and eventually we'll do Near Automata as well. Though I haven't picked that one up. I'm not planning to pick that one up just yet. Like I said, I gotta be good and not spend all the money. I do have to keep in mind that that I need to get the VR system this year. So new games gonna be slow to come. That said, Star Wars Outlaws is already taken care of. So that one is a for sure definite guarantee I will be playing that one. So do I on Star. I'm not entirely sure exactly what to expect. In my mind, I kind of lump it in with things like Horizon Forbidden West and Far Cry 6 and all those. But the gameplay that we've seen, we haven't seen a lot, but what we have kind of suggests to me that maybe that's not actually accurate. I think it might be one of those games that kind of resembles those, but plays somewhat differently. So I'm very, very curious about it. So what are we waiting on next? We got road services and we have fire, so that's most of our basics squared away. After that, I think we're probably looking at adding a high school to our list of services here. We've got the clinic, we've got the cemetery, we've got an elementary school, we've got a firehouse, we have a police station, we've got a few parks. Oh, park services, actually, that's another one. Probably not transit for a little while. Park maintenance depot. I can add that right now. That's a lot of upkeep, though. I can afford it, but that's a lot of upkeep. oh. Only one of these houses is complaining about ground pollution, which means the other one has improved, which means the pollution is going away, which means we might get some new spawns in here at some point. Oh, that's okay. That's the lane connection tool. That's another mod. I got fed up with not having a lane connection tool. So I added one via modding. That's what started my modding odyssey in this game, honestly. Snafu insurance. Wow. Alright, so how are things looking now? We've still got a lot of patience, but it is going down. That's encouraging. So I think our efforts to remove industry from this region is starting to pay off. Oh, that's fun. What's going on up here?
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
We are pulling in exactly what we need. How are we having blackouts?
Never grow old.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident. somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is start moving more of this way because the winds are going sort of generally this way. I want to kind of narrow the footprint that this has along this axis so that more of the homes upwind are just not getting any of the pollution at all. Oh, why are we suddenly... What? I hope that's just a normal fluctuation. Maybe caused by the loss of some of our industry. We are gaining some new industry up here. And we have space for more, so that's good. If these new factories could finish spawning in, that would be greatly appreciated. Might be time to start putting in districts. Those are offices. Okay, so... Primrose Heights is kind of an industrial, dirty area. Hawthorndale, why not? Briarwood Junction. Birdsong Born, that's an interesting one. Never seen anything with that combination. Now those are just off-the-cuff first attempts at getting districting set up. I have no doubt whatsoever that's going to change fairly significantly. Do I have something at 100%? What's going on here? Oh, I do. So I guess that's going to be our next challenge. Now that we've got all of the different services represented, next feat will be trying to get some of them restored to actually 100% of the funding they require. Excuse me. Energy consumption awareness. Electricity consumption reduced by 5%. Recycling. I also have mods that add new assets. least I thought I did. Maybe I actually decided against that one. I don't see the buildings. That's a little weird. Hey, Vera Johnson, how's it going? It's good to see you. Going good so far. See, we're back to Cities 2. Yep. I finished what I wanted to finish in Fallout 3, so we're putting that on the completed bin. And I switched over to Cities 2. I am actually starting to use a few mods. Literally, it's only a few at the moment. It kind of looks like a lot of the Cities 2 stuff isn't really done yet. But there were some good ones out there, and I've got a few of them.
Driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
You just said that.
Exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Has anyone seen my keys? My keys? What?
We're in the air?
Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up.
I'm pretty sure those are two of the more popular ones, Vera Johnson, and I'm pretty sure I've already got them.
Said that if anyone finds them, please don't.
Let's take a quick look. I've got Move It, Unified Icon Library, Traffic, which I'm sure is one of the ones you've talked about. Line Everywhere. What is extended road upgrades? Additional upgrade modes for your roads, giving you full control on the type of roads you can build without needing to precisely... terraforming. Yeah, I actually passed up on that one. I don't need that one especially. Anarchy, though. I think I'm going to wait a little bit for Anarchy. Yeah, I don't have Anarchy yet.
This is an emergency broadcast to all citizens.
The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby. At this time, all citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
I think we're probably okay. Although that is a pretty heavily wooded area. I'll be a little surprised if that doesn't completely burn down after a bit. Very liberal with how you make a road. It should be. Anarchy, yeah, it's very powerful. And that's why I don't have it yet. I'm very willing to give it more time to cook before I install it. I'm sure it's probably fine, but I don't need it that badly right now. Why am I still losing money at a very impressive rate? Looks like we're coming up on another break in just a few minutes, folks. So what's going to happen there is I will go and run some clips while the ads are playing, during which time I will also get up and just move around a bit. So if you need to get up and grab some food or a drink or a snack or whatever you need to do, that'll be a really fantastic time to do it. And then I will meet you back here once the break is over. My cash flow's not looking so great right now. Oh, fire and rescue. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think that'll help. I didn't realize I was running fire and rescue at that hot, that budget level. Might be too early to start lowering taxes, though. Oh, offices. Why are offices getting such a huge tax break? I'm gonna bump up a little bit. All right, guys. It looks like we're starting to head back into a good direction again financially. So it's about time for me to start the break. If you need to get up and grab some food or a drink or a snack, this is a good time to do it. I'll meet you back here in about 3.5 to 5. All right, I am back. Civ 6 was a fun game. Can't wait for 7. Same. 7 looks like, well, 7 doesn't look like much of anything yet, but I have high hopes that 7 is going to be really fun. Thank you, Ansara. Now we just play the waiting game. We wait until our budget gets back into the green again. It's heading in a good direction, but it took me a little bit to get it back that way. We'll have to see what we can do. Kind of reverse course a little bit.
To address the limitations of the city's power grid and combat global warming, the city has passed a resolution to encourage all citizens to reduce their electricity consumption. Be energy smart. Remember to turn off lights and computers when not in use. Good habits can make a big difference. This has been a local public service announcement.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Okay, so this is taking a while to recover. Oh, what happens? It looks like we've slid back a little bit somehow. I wish my city would do traffic reports on the hour like big cities do. Yeah. Kind of wish I could speed it up even further. It's supposed to be getting better, not worse, game. Oh, for crying out loud. Transportation. I guess that one doesn't matter. It's not actually doing anything. Healthcare. Let's drop that back down to 60. Well, I mean, this does have that. It's just that I'm already on the maximum speed. I want it to go even faster. I mean, if we go to default instead of zooming around like that, let's find another car. Here, I know. This is normal speed. This is fast. This is fastest. I need like 2 or 3 steps above fastest. Steak, how's it going? It's good to see you. And somehow, despite theoretically it being in the positive, I am nonetheless getting deeper into debt. What the heck? It's not the worst thing ever, though. If it turns out that I'm too bad in debt and all that, this is my first attempt with the new economy, and it has changed things pretty radically. Jen is playing Victoria 3 and grappling with that Paradox game well. Yeah, I think I have Victoria 3, but I've never played it. I got it relatively recently from Humble or something. I do have a nuclear option I can use, and I might need to. Sorry, folks, but that fire department, I think that just dumped us into the red. Might also get rid of the parks department. What I've watched in that game, it's very messy. In what sense? Metaphorically speaking, not literal nuclear option. Although eventually, for powering the city, I will have an actual nuclear option of building a nuclear power plant. I just mean, in order to cut costs, I demolished the fire department and the park maintenance service. And I might get rid of the road maintenance service too. I'll bring them back when I've got the city's economy in a little bit more of a proper state. Or when we start a new city because the city is crashed and burned into the ground or something. Either or. Game requires you to have a big brain because it requires you to have some knowledge of economics, buying, selling, creating buildings. Okay. Do not tax grain, and more economics. Civil wars and laws, nice. Okay, it doesn't seem to matter how much money I save. We are in a little bit of a financial death spiral, it looks like. If it's because of the districts. It's almost certainly not because of the districts, but I'm going to get rid of the districts anyway, just as an experiment.
This is an emergency broadcast to all citizens. The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby. At this time, all citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until...
We don't need to hear that again. Was that? That was somewhere way up here. Looks like it's already gone out. Might not have a choice. I might have to give this particular playthrough up. Oh, to heck with it. You know what? If we're gonna just lose money anyway... see what happens. We're gonna crash and burn is what happens, but that's okay.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
How delightful! Another letter from our erstwhile listeners. What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice. Y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Oh, let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself? Let's see here. Y'all got soul. Oh, yes, soul. A raison d'etre? Delicious. My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys got more funk in his pinky. But I told her that ain't funk. That's classical. Yes, indeed. That must be most exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the early explorers. Funk, by contrast, is an entirely modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay person. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cants.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Depending on when it automatically destroys the city for being too deeply in debt, I might actually have pulled things around by lowering taxes. Let's do a little bit more of that. The problem that irks Shen most is the game's lack of posting stuff like, oh gee, you did such and such, which caused this. The game is very derpy in that sense. Yeah, I can see how that might get frustrating. Building fire. Well, it's kind of a shame I had to get rid of the fire department then, isn't it? More demand for industrial, interesting. I kind of had it in my head that when we got down to a negative 100,000, it was going to do something nasty to me. But so far we seem okay. For certain definitions of okay, at least. People are moving in. I could take a loan. That's probably why it hasn't actually ended the game on me. Is because my loan limit is a heck of a lot higher than my debt. What the heck? Okay, so now I can build again. Let's expand on this little start to an industrial area that we've got going on. Get some more industry moving in. That'll generate some more goods and services, and maybe we can start to turn this economic nosedive around a little bit. That's the idea, at least. And if it doesn't work out, we'll just start another city and see what does work. So I think I got maybe just a little too aggressive and built the city with the expectation that tax rates are too high. And now that's biting me. Oh, that blipped into green for just a moment. And we have more demand for industry. It's struggling a little bit. Where are we at now? Yeah, it's fluctuating a lot, up and down. But as we get more industry in, I think it's going to help a good deal. Oh, we're seeing some green there. I'm not going to believe it until the numbers start consistently ticking upwards again, but it's encouraging. Oh, and now look at this. We're starting to get some more residential demand for the first time in a bit. That's fantastic. And the pollution is worn off over here, too.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're listening to.
It is a little weird to me that a lot of those little, the announcers with the city updates, they do their thing twice.
Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly English correspondence for us. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite, modesty demands that I prevaricate against the title. Of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though I do thank you for the honor. but I digest.
Let's get some more
to continue.
zoned in over here.
Professor Hornbuckle.
Okay, this is all
As
low
a traveler
density.
from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some modest desolation.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats
we
our
need to
boat.
upgrade
There's no
this road a
sinking
little
this
bit
boat,
here.
Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal.
There we go.
But if you're
That's starting
planning a
to look
quick
a little
trip out,
better.
you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Questionably, Aranor, questionably. We are fighting a little bit of an economic battle here for survival. The economy is kinda rough, honestly, and I don't think I did myself many favors by setting the precedent early on of having quite high tax rates. They were high enough that people were discouraged from moving in, and that has been biting me in the ass quite a bit tonight. So I'm trying to get things back on track, and well, we might be finally starting to succeed at that. I had to take out a loan, though. I was about 100,000 in the hole. So I took a small loan, and I've been building up this industrial area up here to slowly replace the industrial area here that's been making this whole gigantic swath of residential sick, which is why there's so many hospital, ambulance symbols over this way. So, fingers crossed. Well, it was a temporary fix, but it looks like it is emptying out better. Still quite busy, though. How are you doing today, Aranor? It's good to see you. This is air pollution, Aranor, not water pollution. That's totally different. It's not even remotely the same. Okay, it's still looking a little bit iffy. We're supposedly well and deeply into a positive monthly balance, and yet somehow the number's going down instead of up. So there is that. Ooh, that doesn't sound good, Aranor. I must have been something in the air last night, though. I did not sleep well at all, either. didn't get enough sleep. The sleep I did get was not great. And I actually did end up taking a little bit of a nap as well. Okay, this area's... This road's a little bit... Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna worry about that later. More demand for people. Okay, how much did that impact us? A fair amount. I don't know if this is going to be enough to stave this off. I might have to up my loan. Loan's not terribly extensive. Not a huge burden. But if I have to get, have to keep increasing it, that will eventually become a problem, I'm sure. Okay, that's an awful lot of green arrows going upwards, but again, I'll believe that when I see it. Oh man, we've got so much traffic
This
woe
is an
here.
emergency broadcast to all citizens.
The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby. At this time, all citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
Yeah, I guess these people aren't very happy. There's a lot of ground pollution there. Maybe I should just get rid of this once and for all and build it out over here. I think that's what we're gonna do. You all can go. You can go. Not you. Have fires in another freaking nation make it unsafe for me to go outside? Yeah. There's that. I think there's only one thing to do about this situation.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second chance to hear the music of yesteryear.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing
I
well,
would guess that it's
floats our
probably
boat.
There's no
unfortunately
sinking this
pretty
boat,
likely
Glenda.
Aranor.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
almost looking like I'm kind of overloading this whole interchange. How strange. I may need to replace this too. Some of that might be incoming car crush from stuff moving in. I can hope, at least, anyway. Look at this. We have demand for high density residential. That's super interesting. Look at that, guys. The number is generally going upwards instead of downwards for the first time in quite some time. And that with the lower tax rates. I just set up high-density residentials right here, didn't I? Which means they're all going to move in here, aren't they? Which means my traffic is going to be completely screwed. So that's going to be fun. Hey, Mytharian, how's it going? It's good to see you. Actually is catching up a bit. That's super interesting. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome on in. Okay, so we do have taxi depots available, but I can't afford it yet. And we've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes until we're about to take a quick break for ads to run. This is going to be the final break of the evening. Oh, now people turning here are the problem. Oh, that's such a problem too, because that's a 4-lane highway. That's not a 4-lane road. But I suppose there's no reason I have to let it remain a highway. I can upgrade it to an 8-lane divided road. Or I could... Let's see how atrociously awful that is. Wow. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh my god. Look at that. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna upgrade a little further, and then I think we're gonna step it down from an 8 to a 6, and then we'll just let it go, you know, collapse inwards at that point. That's not quite so horrific. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's still pretty horrific. But that's future Gord's problem. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Yeah, I think there are a few things that I can do to improve things here. There we go. Has a little bit more of a sheen of respectability now. It doesn't look quite as convoluted. It's still awful and needs to be fully replaced eventually, but for now I think it's working. What's also working is the need to take a break, so if you folks will bear with me, this will be the final break of the night. I actually have to end a little bit earlier than usual because tomorrow is the long stream of the month and I will be starting at 12 noon my time, Eastern time, so less than 12 hours from now, and then I'll be going until whenever. So anyway, break for now. I'll be back in a few. Okay, I am back.
Reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Okay, they're still suffering a bit from ground pollution, but that should be going away. Oh, and it looks like the commercial is starting to... Oh my god. Look at this demand. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate, Matt. I appreciate that. How are you doing? It's good to see you tonight. We have all the residential demands going on. What the heck? Okay, well, let's put some... I'm gonna put a little bit of high density in here too. Right there. And then I think we're gonna go... medium there. And there. Polaris Suites. Residents will enjoy the atmosphere of this smooth, luxurious building. +4. What the heck? Jim Racer coming in with a raid. How are you doing this evening, Jim? I hope you're doing really well. Hang on just one moment. How are you, Jim? How was your stream? Oh, thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate that. Yes, guys, if you are not following Jim Racer, he's been a friend of the channel for a very long time. Super awesome guy. Plays a lot of sci-fi games, especially Star Trek. Also plays a lot of racing games, especially iRacing. So if you're into either sci-fi or racing, please make sure you go check him out. Guarantee he has really awesome vibes, really great content. You won't regret a thing. So go check him out. Go throw him a follow. If you are new here to the channel, my name is GordMcLeod. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play a wide variety of mostly single-player, story-driven games with excellent character and narrative development, as well as some strategy games, sandboxy games, retro RPGs, classic adventure games, and every now and then I've been known to throw in a Lego build or two as well. So if any of that sounds good to you, please feel free to hit the follow button. Now, I do have a little bit of a video to welcome you in properly. Hopefully it won't scare too many of you away. There you go. That's a little bit of a preview of what you can expect around here. I appreciate it, Jim. Please feel free, go AFK, BRB, whatever you gotta do. I know how it is when you finish a stream. Maybe when you get back, you can fill me in on how Overwatch 2 treated you. And in the meantime, we're just working on some city skylines. We got... Oh my god. Where did you come from? Well, it doesn't seem to have hit the city, so that's fine, but wow. Alright. Yeah. So we're doing some city skylines too. We're checking out the new economy and struggling a bit with it, although I think... Fingers crossed, I'm starting to maybe, potentially, finally get it a little bit more under control. And we're kind of coming back from the brink a bit. I had to take out some loans because I got myself into a deep hole, but now we're consistently climbing out of it again. I just don't want to emphasize that too much because it could always turn around on me again at any time. But we're getting a lot of positive signs here that things are looking a lot better. Okay, so that's all of our demand used up for high and medium density. Now we're starting to get some more low density back again. I am going to have to wrap up shortly, though. I know you just came in with the raid and all, and a bunch of you arrived with Jim, and I thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But I will be on tomorrow. And the thing with... Jeez, this is its own bottleneck here. Let's get rid of that. The thing with tomorrow's stream is I'm going to be starting around noon, and I'm going to be going until about this time, like at least until midnight, which was about 2 hours ago. And potentially quite a bit later. Okay, I don't like that. What the hell happened there? Is that not actually... That looks better. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. That's much improved. I like that. Yeah, so... Oh, hang on. I keep getting distracted by new problems. No, what? Rated that, thank you. We don't need two traffic lights that close together. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, so I'm doing the... I do a long stream like that every month, and this month it happens to be tomorrow. But what that means is that I have to get to bed relatively soon to be ready for that. So I need to wrap up shortly here. And then I can get ready for tomorrow and be ready. And I'm not entirely 100% sure exactly what we're going to be playing yet. That got kind of messed up, didn't it? I might need to upgrade this little bit here too. Possibly to a 3-lane highway. Yeah, not entirely sure what we're gonna play. It's not going to work gracefully, is it? All right, that's okay. I'll worry about that later. There's a very good chance it could be more City Skylines, but there's a little voice in my head telling me that it's time to start playing Near Replicant as well. And I'm not sure which is going to go over better. No, not Minecraft. I haven't streamed Minecraft since 2015, and I'm not really in a rush to get back into that. Is a little rough. It's working. I don't love it though.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate
It's so
area
close
due to
to
poor
working.
road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, a station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Looks a little weird. I think that might end up working better, though. Hey Jim, welcome back. How did Overwatch treat you? Yeah, it's actually working pretty okay.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
Increasing areas of forest are being engulfed by flames. The thick smoke rising from the fire makes the air dangerous to breathe. Citizens are advised to vacate any premises near the fires and remain at a safe distance until emergency services manage to get the fires under control.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That's not gonna work. How about we go like this instead? That's probably gonna work better. There we go, that's better. Oh, I see the problem here. Yeah, okay, that should work. It'll only take a few damn months to get those fires under control, that's true. Or longer, because I no longer have a fire department. But it looks like my money problems are going away, thankfully. The day may come that I can actually afford to have one of those back again. It's actually one of the interchanges that came with the map, Jim. I've just been modifying it because it was starting to overload. It was originally that both sides were like this, and that simply was not enough lanes. So I've been kind of increasing it and making it larger with better capacity. Unfortunately, I just upgraded a whole bunch of residential to include a lot more capacity, a lot more density, and so we've got a bit of a move-in crush happening. Well, for certain definitions of worse, it was working quite well early on when there wasn't a whole lot of traffic. Now that the traffic is all moving in, it's starting to get a little bit ugly. this intersection and this one here, they both kind of feed this whole industrial sub area, which I've already relocated it once. It used to live over here. Now it's up here. It's conceivable I might have to start looking at maybe moving it down around here, but that's a future Gord problem. I'm not going to worry too much about that right this minute. Okay, ground pollution is going away. This house is no longer affected. This one is, but that will go away eventually. Burn down. I'm gonna start repaying that loan. I'm 300k in debt. Let's take that down to 250. Man, that is a popular turnoff. That's gotta be people moving into all the new industry stuff, though, right? What kind of interchanges do I have pre-built? None. I haven't unlocked that yet. That's fun. Okay. And I don't have the points yet for it. Alright. Never mind. Man, traffic in the city is fun. Oh boy. Believe it or not, though, this is a big step up from what we had earlier. I've actually fixed a lot of this, to be honest. Should have seen it before, if you think this is a mess. Traffic management is at the heart of most city builders. Especially this type of city builder. You know, your games like Banished and whatnot, they're a little bit different, but even they fundamentally come down to the movement of resources. We had that thing. A little heart icon popped up over a restaurant. That means it was Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorite little touches in this game. Even more with the new economy update, Aaron Laurie, it's actually really challenging now. And it's one of those examples of a type of challenge in a game that actually does really appeal to me. I don't think of myself as the type of gamer that really responds to the challenge level. But Ash Monster was talking about this a little bit in her stream chat a little while, like a few hours back. And there's this new city builder It's a cyberpunk one that lets you just build whatever kind of cyberpunk city your heart contents. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. It sounds really great on paper, but it's intended to be a specifically very chill game with no economy, no constraints, just build what you want, like Minecraft creative mode. And as soon as I saw that, and she had exactly the same reaction, as soon as I saw that, my interest level in the game just dropped into a pit, because I need something to motivate me. And it turns out that for games like this, that actually is the challenge in a way that it would not be for something like, you know, Elden Ring, where the challenge would primarily get in my way and annoy the hell out of me. Yep. That's about right.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight, we are doing a musical tour of Italia.
Wow.
Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say.
So
And
I
an
need a
aria
lot of
inspired by
updates to the infrastructure in
infamous
here to get
Vivaldi
things around a little more
usually
efficiently.
guide.
And I'm also
And
going to
on
need
to
to
our main
update
feature
that.
story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest.
However, I'm actually later than I had planned to go tonight. I think we're going to go raid, and I'm pretty sure I already know exactly where we're going to raid to. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Whether you were here for the start of the stream where I want to say where we finished off Fallout 3. We actually finished Fallout 3 some time ago, but where we got Fallout 3 finished to the point that I was happy with. Or if you came in more recently for City Skylines, I appreciate it. We are going to go raid a friend after I confirm that they are indeed still streaming. Let me see. Yes. Okay. We're going to go hang out with friend of the channel, Greeny Trini. He is playing some Nightingale. And Nightingale, that's another sort of survival building crafting game with a really neat procedural generation twist that I appreciate greatly. I haven't played a whole lot of it. Greeny is very advanced in the game. He plays a lot of it, and yeah, I'd love to check out what he's got going on in it. So we're going to go hang out with him this evening. And I will be back early tomorrow. Like, I'll be back in about 10 hours. So I haven't decided yet what we're going to play. Might be more City Skylines. Might be Near Replicant. We might debate that a little bit on the Discord. I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going to land. But whatever it ends up being, you know, it's going to be a good time. So I hope to see you back for that. So we're going to go raid Greeny Trini. All right, folks, there's his link. Here is the raid call. Here at the Library of Lore, we use shh. It's a library raid. You've been bookmarked with the heart emote, the wave emote, and the shh emote of the channel if you are a sub. If you're not a sub, you can use the Twitch raid and the Tomb raid emote. In either case, sub or non-sub, please feel free to use any emote you feel is fun and appropriate for a raid. If you have emotes of your own, or maybe from another stream, even from Twitch themselves, feel free to copy the raid message, arrange the emotes you want to use the way you want them to appear. It'll all be good in my book. So let's get over to Greeny's channel, see what he's got going on. It looks like he's exploring an area. I've never seen anything like it before in Nightingale, so it'll be real interesting to hear from him what's going on. And I'll hopefully catch you over in his channel and back here again in just a few short hours. So have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night, day, evening, whatever it is where you are in the world. I'll catch you again real soon. Bye for now.